Students, welcome to Divine Public School. I'm your science teacher. We are learning new chapter today called tissue. Now, this is from a biology section. Now, tissue, before tissue, we will understand that we learn many things about cells, right? For example, in a unicellular organism like amoeba, it performs all the functions with the help of a single cell, that is like movement, intake of food, gaseous exchange or excretion. Whatever functions amoeba do, it can do with only one cell. That's why we call it as a unicellular organism. But this is not the actual case in a multicellular organism. Multicellular organisms means they don't have one cell. It's not only about the number of cells, it's also depend upon the type of cells. So, in a multicellular organism, there are millions of cells, and the question is, every cell performs different specific functions. Every specific type of cell performs one function, okay, and each function is taken up by different group of cell, right, and these cells carry out particular functions and they do it very efficiently. See, it's like you have seen any factory, or you have seen even school also. In school, every person's job is different. For example, the principal used to manage things, the teachers used to teach, um, the peon used to do some clerical work, there's an admin department, they used to do some different work. So every together the whole thing work, the whole school work with different types of people, they do different functions. The same thing happens in the human body or in a plant or an animal body. There are different types of cells available and everybody do the different functions, and all together the whole body works. So same thing happen here also. For example, in human body we have many types of cells. For example, a muscular cells contracts and relax, that makes us to move. Nerve cells carry messages. Blood flows to transport oxygens, food, hormones and base materials and so on. So all these things, there are different types of cells available and each cell performs different functions. Similarly, in a plant also there are vascular tissues that conduct food and water from one part of another, right? And that's how we call it as a division of labor. Division of labor. Labor means work. We divide our labor or work by different cells. This means that particular function is carried out by a cluster of cells. Cluster of cells mean group of cells, right? And this group of cells we call it as tissue. So basically, what is tissue? A group of cell, this is a definition of tissue which I am highlighting right now. A group of similar in structure, a group of cells that are similar in structure and or work together to achieve a particular functions form a tissue. A group of cells that are similar in structure and or work together to achieve a particular functions to form a tissue. So I hope you are getting what I am talking about. Tissue. Tissue is not made up of one cell, it is made up of group of cells, either similar in structure, and that makes it a tissue. Now, so can we say the plant and animal tissue are made up of same types? Let's see. If you compare about plants and animals, plants are stationary. They are straight, upright, they have large supportive tissue. So basically, what kind of tissue a plant should have? Supportive tissue. And most of this supportive tissue are dead cells. They are made of dead cells. Yes. That is the reason when you put a hammer on the tree, they do not shout, because it is made up of dead cells. Animals, in the other hand, move in search of food, mates and shelters, right? Mates means other animals from the same species. So most of the tissues of animals are living, while most of the tissues in plants are dead. The cells are dead. Another difference is plants grow, has a pattern of growth. For example, they grow in a limited certain regions only, right? While there are certain tissues that divide throughout the life in plants. That is the reason the plant keep on going bigger and bigger and longer as the years go. So I can say the plant tissue can classified into two, meristematic tissue and permanent tissue. Remember this thing, we are going to learn in detail about these two tissues, meristematic tissue and permanent tissues. While the cell growth in animals is more uniform, uniform means they do not grow for the lifetime. For example, you know, the height of a person is there till 18 years only. After then it stops. Our brain develop at a certain age only till 5, 10. That's it. After then it do not grow, keep on growing. Yes, the knowledge keep on increasing. Right? So the structure and function organisms are more specified. This is the reason, the fundamental difference. Basically, how do the organism have different modes of life, and based on that the cell divides and they grow, or they divide and have different functions. So no, they are not made up of same type of tissue because of the different habitat of life, different modes of life. Okay. So I hope you are getting what I am trying to say about tissue. Right? Tissue is a group of cells that are similar in structure or work together to achieve a particular function forms a tissue. Fine, that's it. Thank you so much. We are going to continue more on that in the next, right? Fine, thank you.